This video is sponsored by the Chosen Prime. Link in the description down below. Well, it looks like Super 7 revealed their Silverhawks figures. Better get cracking on the reviews I have for them right now. Shit! What's going on, everybody? S.L.B coming at you with another video review. This time we're taking a look at Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. First thing we're going to take a look at, just like we do in all of my reviews. If this isn't your first time watching me, you know how we do things. We take a look at the packaging. So first off, we have this boring brown box with the TMNT logo on the front, along with the character's name, ages 14 and up, and the Super 7 logo at the bottom. There's nothing on the top, bottom, or both sides. Back of the brown box has your choking hazard warning and blah, 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 blah. Moving on. So to get inside the packaging, all you gotta do is just pull the tab and open the flap and you are greeted with yet another box. Kind of reminds me of those Russian stacking dolls. What are they called? Troska, Matroska, Matriska. Not good with Russian. All you gotta do is just grab the inner packaging and pull. Just pull it out. Much like the Thundercats inner box, this time you get a bright and clean green box with a sewer manhole on the front with a picture of one of the turtles. The best part is that picture is embossed and raised a little bit and it just feels satisfying. Top of the box has the Ultimates logo and nothing on the sides. Back has the iconic and oh so pleasing TMNT 80s logo. And now for the grand reveal, all you have to do is just slip off the cover and ta-da! Isn't that just so pleasing? It's like listening to the rain hit your roof. You can see Leonardo being held captive in a plastic prison along with all of his accessories. Top of the new box has the same TMNT logo, and all throughout this new container is a great brick style wallpaper along with some graffiti, concrete paint style that wraps around the bottom, and you just turn it around and soak it all in. On the back has a bio for Leonardo that tells you everything that you need to know about the leader of the Turtles. Oh boy, where to start, where to start. It is one thing to look at the packaging and see all the accessories, and another to take everything out and just look at them. It's not an intimidating feeling I'm having. It's not gas either. It's just like you have to put them all out and just soak it all in. Let's start with the 3 additional pairs of hands. They all have the same color scheme to them, which matches nicely with the figure. Swapping them out is easy, just pull one out and put another one in. You get a pair of closed fists, a second pair of hands that can grab weapons, but not your butts, because that's sexual harassment. The last pair are more open that can hold a couple other accessories that are included. Let's move on to the communicator that comes with Leo here. You get 2, one closed and the other open. Each is painted fairly well. The open one could use a few more paint applications, but you can do that yourself if you're so inclined. Okay, who doesn't like pizza? See, I have this inner struggle with myself. See, my dad was born in New York and my mom was born on the north side of Chicago. So like thin crust, thick crust, it doesn't really matter to me. It's all good. Warm, cold, I love it all. Except for fucking pineapple on pizza. You take that shit to the garbage right now. The pizza slice that comes with Leo has some real great paint to it. You can really differentiate the cheese from the crust, and you get some little pepperoni on it. You know, the paint is good and everything, but I still wouldn't recommend eating this pizza as much as it looks like a cartoon pizza. You know, choking hazard and everything. Weapons, all of the weapons. You get 2 sets of weapons. One set painted, and the other set is a nice throwback to the original toy that came out in the 80s. The throwback set is made out of a brown plastic, comes on a weapons rack, just like the OG toy. Do I have enough street cred yet to say OG? I mean, they even put all the weapons on sprues like the 80s toy. My 10-year-old self is just so jealous of me right now. And it's not because I've had sex. The painted set of weapons are awesome. Each weapon has a gorgeous silver paint to them for sharp bits, and each handle is painted in brown. However, the hand blades and comma have a bit of dry brush to them. Leonardo also comes with an additional head sculpt that I can't quite make out what it's from. I think it's just a unique head sculpt that Super 7 made themselves. If I gotta be honest, I like the way it looks. It has that aggressive pre-rage mode vibe to it. Swapping the head is just as simple as swapping the hands. Just pull and plug. Straight out of the box and have the figure in hand, one thing really surprised me. How light he is. Like he's Hasbro mainline figure light. Super 7 nailed the overall look of Leonardo. The chest, or plastron, thank you Google, of Leo has yellow paint on it, and we all know how difficult yellow paint can be. If you really look at the area on the figure, though, there is texture and a couple spots that are chipped away to make it seem like he's been swung at by a sword or bladed weapon. The head, arms, and legs is made out of a green plastic with just a smidge of dry brushing to tone it down and give the paint a dull look to it. And since this is Leonardo, you know that his color is blue. And the blue used for the mask, as well as his elbow pads, knee pads, and on his wrist really pop and stand out. You know, as is tradition when doing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure. It's like written on some Asian scroll that Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird wrote. That original toy head sculpt is icing on this cake that is Leonardo. If memory serves me right, and let's be honest, I spent the majority of my teenage years on drugs and a good part of my 20s drinking, so my memory's kinda The original toy had very defined veins in his arms. Now, Super 7 did in fact mold some veins into his forearms and biceps. They're not as comical as the 80s toys. Thank God, I don't need a roided out Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle figure. The weapons belt has massive amount of detail in it. You have to really get in there and look though. You don't need bifocals or a magnifying glass, but you can see it if you look close. The straps and belt have this texture to it to give it a leather feel to them. Added to that texture is a silver paint to the belt, and there really isn't a molded bit for the buckles, it's just some silver paint. Following the straps to the back, you have the shell, which again looks outstanding. There's molded detail to give the shell texture, and if you look closely, just above the center, you'll notice 2 cut marks in the shell. Do you know why he has these marks on his back? No, seriously, I'm asking. I have no clue. Is it a nod to the movies? Is it a nod to the cartoons? I really don't know. Leave a comment in the comment section down below if you know the answer. Cool thing about the weapon belt is that attached on his back is weapon storage, and let's be honest, everyone can enjoy weapon storage. Seriously, look at this. How cool is it? When you initially open the figure, he has these super soft swooping points in the articulation that is super enjoyable. Unfortunately, as time progresses and you move him around and pose him, those swooping points seem to go away. I mean, besides that, the articulation is pretty decent. Super 7 Leo is just shy of 6 inches. Yeah, me too. So let's do some quick scale comparisons. Hasbro G.I. Joe? Yeah, kind of fits. SH Figuarts? Again, kind of. Super 7 Ultimates Jackalman? Okay, this one gets a yes for me for scale comparison because I always envisioned Jackalman as being taller than most characters. WWE Elite Series Aleister Black? No. So I guess what I'm saying is in the end picture, Leo here is a bit short. And I know that may irk some people. To me though, I like him. I can't wait to open the rest of Wave 2 and get more TMNT figures from Super 7. So let's get into final thoughts for Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. Heroes in a half shell, a turtle power. Seriously, you have to do that after every time you say the name, or else Eastman and Laird is going to send you turtle soup. So I get that Super 7 is going with a toy accurate figure. I get it. NECA's doing the animated stuff, Super 7's doing the toy stuff. The additional head sculpt is cool, and all props go to Super 7 for doing this alternate head. I mean, it's completely their vision, and I get it. Couldn't they have done that toon head though? They recently announced Silverhawks and G.I. Joe. And both of those are kind of like a toon accurate feel to them. I can't help but feel let down with this, and they didn't give us that toon accurate head sculpt. I'm not saying I don't like it, I'm just saying what could have been. I am so mad that I missed out on Wave 1. It had Raph, Baxter Stockman, I think a Foot Soldier, and who else was, I'm blanking on the last one. And I know they did a second release variant. I mean, maybe the Chosen Prime still has Wave 1 in stock. Maybe I'll just have to hit them up and ask them really nicely, like, hey, please. Gonna need the figure for this bit here. I wish the, what do you call it? The weapon storage, the holders for the katanas here, was higher up. Because you look at them from the front here, let's put you in focus. If you look at them from the front, it looks weird. If this was higher up, you can actually see the handles above his shoulders. I think that would look really cool. I mean, that's just my opinion. Still looks cool though. You can kind of make him out, but I just wish this was a little higher up. Hey, I'm in focus now. Put you back up there. One complaint about the articulation. He can dual wield his katanas. He can hold them in one in each hand, and I get that. That's cool. You know, can a brother get a butterfly joint so he can he hold one katana in both hands? Yeah, I still don't have enough street cred to do stuff like that, and I apologize. The one final thing I want to say about this figure, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Having this figure in hand, like this, like it's in my hand and I'm looking at it, I get that feeling I had as a kid holding that 80s toy. That is what this feels like to me. It harkens me back to my childhood, and this is what I always envisioned this would be as an adult. And again, my 10-year-old self hates me. And it's for that reason and that reason alone why I collect action figures. So I'd like to relive my childhood because my childhood hates me. Now the question you may be asking yourself is, why did I go with Super 7 instead of NECA? And to give you an honest, complete answer, straight shoot, I really just don't have a reason. I could be wrong here, but I think the Super 7 figure is a little bit taller than the NECA, or vice versa. And I think that this just fits my collection better with scale. Speaking of things that fit better in my collection, I'd like to thank the sponsor for this video, The Chosen Prime. Shop thousands of figures, earn points on every purchase, anything over $150. It's free shipping. So if you get the entire wave of Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, free shipping. If you get one figure for $150 or more, free shipping. Links to their website as well as all of their social media will be in the description down below. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Links to all of my social media will be in the description down below. PayPal. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's happened again. Merchandising. Who doesn't love merchandising? Head over to TeePublic. I'll put a link in the description down below with a link to my store so you can buy my stuff. Please? So this is S.L.B. and this has been my review of Super 7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Leonardo. Heroes in a half shell. A turtle power. Last time I'm doing that. And this is S.L.B. saying, I'm off to the internet to learn how to get street cred.